judges us with certain things. If you look at the book of Revelation, He is judging the churches, right? And there are things that He would judge, certain basis of His judgment. First thing, He would judge you on the basis of what you love. Now, if I ask this room, what do you love the most? All would be very holy to say, I love Jesus. Amen. He sang, we want you more than anything else. You are everything to us. Love is not a feeling, it's a decision. Jesus said, if you love me, you will obey my commandments. See, God's love or God's understanding of love is a decision you take, not a feeling. Not when you feel, wow, this is a place of worship. I love you, Jesus. That's easy. But how is your love for Him seen in your daily life? How much of your time do you invest with Him? If you love Him above everything else, how much of your time do you spend with Him? How much of your time would you really take to do what He has called you to do? Let me not go deep into that. And I believe every one of us know that we ought to love the Lord with all our heart, with all our soul, with all our mind. And God judges us on the basis of that love. The Ephesian church, Jesus says, gee, everything is good, you're doing fine, but you have fallen from your first love. And what is Jesus saying? Love me again, burn for me again. No, that's not what He said. What does He say? Do the things you used to do because of your love for me. How does Jesus know that you don't love Him? Because now you're not doing what you did when you loved Him. When He was your first love, when you were in love with Him, you want to talk about Him to everybody. You make a decision in the morning. When you go somewhere, it's about Jesus because you're in love with Him. But the moment you stop doing what you did when you were in love, that means you're falling from that love. Like the Ephesian church, if Jesus asked today from you and me, do you love me? That's the thing that we know we ought to work with. But the second thing Jesus used as a standard to judge the church was, what do you hate the most? Do you hate things in life? Not talking about hate. God is love. He's not hate. The opposite of love is not hate, because God is love, but He hates pride. There are things that are an abomination to Him. He hates things. And in the book of Revelation, He hates the Nicolaitans. And He says to that church, you all hate what I hate. That's a good job. So God does hate. So how can it be the opposite of love? If God is love, how can He be hate? Or how can He hate? No. Opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is selfishness. Self-centeredness. See, when you're selfish or self-centered, you replace God in your life. That's the biggest idol. But hate is an expression of showing what you love the most in life. If you don't have things you hate, it shows that there are things you don't really love. Do you love God? See, do you hate the phone? You know that it steals the time with God, it steals the time with family. But do you have hatred over that device so that you want to throw it away? No, you don't. So if you don't hate it, you will love it. I used to be a chain smoker, but today, even if you give me $1,000,000, I would not smoke a cigarette. Not that because it's a sin or I don't like it, but I hate it. I hate to be near somebody who smokes. But I myself was a chain smoker. What happened? That very thing I loved in life, now I hate it. It can never be a temptation to me because I hate it. So if you don't hate something, it will always tempt you if it's not good. I'm not telling you to throw your iPhones, start hating it. I'm just giving you an illustration, right? See, God judges us on the basis of things we hate. You love your family, you love your spouse, you love your children, then you should hate the things that steal their best. We are living in a society that no hate speech. Hate is like it's bad, but in the Bible it's not bad. Jesus made a whip, not took a whip from here or there. He made it for Himself and started beating and chasing away. That's bad. That's not the Jesus I love. He seems to be hating these people, chasing them, making them run, throwing the tables. Look at that scene. There is anger in His eyes. And what does the disciples say? They say, this is what the scripture says. The zeal, passion for the house of God has eaten Him up. He is angry because He's passionately in love with God's house, and this is destroying that house He loves, and He will do anything to deal with it. Are you passionately in love so that you want to destroy the things that steals that what loves? I would always say I'm not a muscle man. I'm not good at fighting, and I would run away from anything that seems to be threatening. But then if I'm placed in a situation that my wife or my children are to be abused or beaten up by somebody, what would I do? I would step in the middle because I don't want the ones I love to be hurt. Okay,